Good morning, everybody. It's December 7th, 2020. Welcome to the Monday Morning Moos. I am your host, the Cowsultant, coming to you live from our worldwide headquarters here in Greeley, Colorado. Happy Monday to everybody. Welcome into the show. It's a pleasure to have you on today. Let's get started with the Moos. First half 2021 milk prices are looking up according to an article a couple days ago from Dairy Herd Management. Class 3 milk traded lower in December and February, while January lost some value of 26 cents. Beyond February, however, the markets traded higher. Cheese values declined in both the block and barrel market on Wednesday. Cheddar blocks fell 4 1/4 cents as 2 loads were exchanged from seller to buyer. Blocks closed at 1.5775 pounds. Butter remained active, with its price increasing 4 3/4 cents to 1.457 cents or dollars a pound. Non-fat dry milk rose 1/2 cent to 1.15 per pound. Grain prices came in trading significantly lower last week following improved weather forecast in South America. Ultimately, corn prices ended 10 cents off the lows. Soybeans lost 9 cents with a January settlement of $11.53 a bushel, and wheat ranged from 6 to 14 cents higher. There's a story in Successful Farming about from the 2nd of December, talking about the corn export boom to China and how that is likely to soften by the fall of 2021 as they start growing more corn in China and relying less on the exports. There's also a story in our friend over at Progressive Dairy ran a story about producer defenses to Dean preference payment and the demand letters that are mounting. This is kind of a wild story here. Dairy and agricultural organizations are mounting a growing defense against demands for dairy farmers to return payments for milk as part of a Dean Foods bankruptcy liquidation plan. About 500 independent former Dean milk suppliers have received letters and packets of legal documents seeking payback of varying amounts received for milk delivered during the final 90 days, beginning August 14th and prior to Dean Foods filing on November 12th. A law firm based in St. Paul, Minnesota was authorized to begin pursuing preference actions as of September 1st. The letters also note failure to make payments by an established deadline could be followed by legal action. This is ridiculous. Approximately 100 Pennsylvania dairy farmers and milk haulers were among those receiving the preference action letters. Leaders of the Pennsylvania Milk Marketing Board advised farmers not to pay the claims and were also working with the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office to resolve this situation. Georgia, that's a crazy story. Another great story over at Progressive Dairy talks about Georgia dairy producers Carol Williams and Jay Moon heard in mid-June of the fall show cancellations. After already losing the spring shows, they knew they had to do something. They put together a small committee, and Carol served as the show superintendent, Jay as co-superintendent, and they started raising funds. Carol said the response from companies was overwhelming. Once we had the funding, we knew we would have to draw in some premiums. The generous sponsorship included some very good premiums and prizes. The first annual Dairyland Classic, born in Madison, Georgia, held September 30th to October 3rd at the Morgan County Ag Center and dubbed by exhibitors as Little Madison. 3 months of planning, which is not very much, good job to these folks, turned into a big event attracting 80 exhibitors and 222 entries from 8 southeastern states, clear up to Pennsylvania, many making it double as a vacation to enjoy the southern charm and historic district of Madison with its rich agriculture history. I want to say congratulations to these people because we know we did Global Dairy Expo. We tried to replace the trade show portion of World Dairy Expo that we miss out in Madison, and we really did not. We were really concerned because we weren't able to do anything on the cow show side, so congratulations to these folks for making the show happen. And like we say, the show must go on. So here's our inspirational moment for the day. This little story called Puppies for Sale. Shop owner placed a sign above his door that said "Puppies for Sale." Signs like this always have a way of attracting young children, and to no surprise, a boy saw the sign and approached the owner. "How much are you going to sell the puppies for?" he asked. Store owner replied, "Anywhere from $30 to $50. The little boy pulled out some change from his pocket and said, "I have $2.37. Can I please look at them?" The shop owner smiled and whistled. Out of the kennel came Lady, who ran down the aisle of his shop, followed by 5 teeny balls of fur. One puppy was lagging considerably behind. Immediately, the little boy singled out the lagging and limping dog and said, "What's wrong with that little dog?" The shop owner explained that the veterinarian had examined it, and the little puppy had discovered it didn't have a hip socket. It would always limp. It would always be lame. The little boy became excited. "That is the puppy that I want to buy." The shop owner said, "No, you don't want to buy that little dog. If you really want him, I'll just give him to him. I'll just give him to you." The little boy got quite upset, and he looked straight into the store owner's eyes, pointing his finger and said, I don't want you to give him to me. That little dog is worth every bit as much as all the other dogs, and I'll pay full price. In fact, I'll give you $2.37 now and 50 cents a month until I have him paid for." The shop owner countered, "You don't really want to buy this little dog. He is never going to be able to run and jump and play with you like all the other puppies." To his surprise, the little boy reached down and rolled up his pant leg to reveal a badly twisted, crippled left leg supported by a big metal brace. He looked at the shop owner and softly replied, "Well, I don't run so well myself, and this little puppy will need someone who understands." Well, there you go, folks. That's your inspirational moment of the day, and here's your inspirational quote. "Do not judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." That is Robert Louis Stevenson, and that is the show for today. Thank you for joining us here on the Monday Morning Moos, and go out there and have a great week. Goodbye.